Welcome to this beautiful Saturday morning out here in East Tennessee. May the 16th, 2020. And I figured I would at least turn the camera on for a minute and do an unedited update on what has been keeping me so distracted, why I haven't put any videos up on the channel other than the live streams in a couple of weeks. Mostly that's been because, like any other construction job, it's taken me a lot longer than I thought, and things are starting to reopen out here in East Tennessee, so I feel like my time off is coming to an end very rapidly, so I want to get this as done as I can before I go back to work. And so that has gotten me very single-mindedly focused on it. First off, this is the front deck, the one that has no stairs up to it because it's so high up off the ground. This is going to be the one for barbecuing and watching the sunset. And I figured, with as much rain as we've been getting, I'm not going to get any use out of this deck unless I add a roof to it. So that's what I've done. This is a very kind of improvised design, but it works. And you can see right here, this 2x6 just about touches the top of the door. So it was close. Very improvised on that design. On the inside, the floor is done from wall to wall, all the way to the end, and that's mostly just the brown paper and varathane, or is what a lot of you think of as polyurethane. This is floor varathane and brown paper with the wood stain from end to end, so now I can walk around here barefoot and not have to worry about getting splinters in my feet from the chipboard. This right here is some scrap wood that was given to me. I'm going to take it apart and use part of it as a counter. This also is some not pressure treated 2x3s that I'm going to use for shelves and brackets and part of the entertainment center and all that kind of stuff. And that is going to be the closet right here. This was actually a box that our church got their new pulpit in, but it's sturdy enough. I'm going to reinforce it a little bit, paint it, and turn it into a roll-around closet with a shelf on the top that I can put folded clothes into. And the front deck, you guys might remember I had a 6x6 deck out there. Well, I've extended that out and added an 8x8 deck with a couple of porta-johns on it. The deck itself is a shipping pallet that a few years ago was used to ship a large industrial Xerox printer. Very heavy, so the pallet was made out of 2x6s with 4x4 trusses, very strong. So my dad's friend did not want to throw it away, saved it for a while, but then his wife was about to make him throw it out, but I got it. It's not pressure treated, so I had to end up painting it with that copper chrome. That's what's given that little bit of a green tint, but that's as close to pressure treated as it's going to get. And then these, the porta-johns, I wanted a place to take a shower and use the bathroom, but did not want to take up space inside the studio for an area that I'm only going to use between 5 to 10 minutes a day. And so I thought of these. I found them on, what was it? Craigslist for $250 a piece. And then when I got them, I gutted them out entirely gutted out, and pressure washed, scrubbed, tore the floor out, got deck planks on there. That's going to be painted. Then the toilet, little sink with a little 12-volt water pump and everything is going to go in there, so it'll be a flushable toilet and a sink to wash your hands in with a little mirror. All of that. Tank is going to be underneath here. It's going to be a rollout tank for a while, much like what a camper has. So it's going to be a black water or a gray water rollout tank that I'm going to be cleaning out, because I'm only going to be staying here like maybe a week at a time, and it's just going to be me. So I'm figuring that a rollout tank will probably do okay until I get frustrated with it, probably, and we'll probably eventually put a septic tank in there. Another benefit to having these is that they're really easy to clean. I could quite literally prop the door open and just hose the entire inside out. You can't really do that with a regular bathroom. So There we go. One's going to be for shower, the other one's going to be for the bathroom. I know a lot of you are going to have questions about that. Like, what do I do when it gets cold? Space heater. You know, how are you going to keep the pipes from freezing? That I still have to kind of figure out. All right, then on the back, this little 4x4 deck that I really like so much, I decided to first put a roof on that one just to kind of get a feel for what it's like to put a roof on something. Those rafters up there were pre-made and just given to me because the project they were going to be used for, they turned out to be too narrow for, so they were given to me, and then they actually fit right there just fine. And the uprights, I went with a cedar tree. I just cut a cedar tree out of the woods over there with a chainsaw, and all 4 of these uprights came from the same tree. And this time I did not take the bark off of it, because I've noticed that cedar, the bark is so thin that if you have the water off of it, like with the roof, and it's not touching the ground, it's got plenty of air around it to keep it dry, they'll dry out and the bark will start to fall off naturally as the wind blows on it. You know, you come by and you brush on it. So I'm more interested in keeping this kind of a natural look and just let the bark naturally kind of fall off and age off there, and that kind of gives it that log cabin rustic look, and it was free. So there you go. The only thing I paid for on this roof was the 2x4 stripping on the top, and then the metal. The metal's going to go up there a little later. The metal itself was $60. Okay, so that is pretty much the entire update on what I've been doing on the studio, and I'm trying to kill some time as I walk over to the camper so I can show Nestor, because I know I can't put up an update like this after letting you guys sit there for 2 weeks without showing Nestor. So I'm feeling dead air while I'm walking. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. Gotta show Nestor. Okay, he's out in his catio, just laying in the shade right now. Okay. Nestor! How you doing, little buddy? You okay? You know, let everybody know? Oh, yeah, I know, I just took a shower, right? I used to smelling me all cleaned up. So, there he is, guys. For my new subscribers, his catio, or pet door, is right there. The inside is heated, air conditioned, got his food, water, litter box. On the inside of the camper, that's where he sleeps, right on my legs every night. And then in the middle of the day, he really likes coming out to his catio here and just kind of sleeping in the shade, staring around into the distance, doing his whole cat thing. All right, there we have an update on our Bratty Catty Nestor channel mascot. And that is it. Again, guys, many apologies for not updating. It's not because I haven't wanted to. It's just I'm trying to stay single-mindedly focused on getting this done. But don't worry, we will be getting back to our art journals, art vlogs, cooking videos, story times, all the other stuff that made this channel great in the first place. But right now, just really want to focus on making a studio that I can actually make a lot of videos from the inside of. A lot better videos. I'll be able to have a computer desk with an actual laptop, maybe even a desktop, for better editing and for, you know, being able to pull up old videos and making montages and things like that. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you, well, tomorrow night, 10 o'clock on the live stream. So see you there.